Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Nikki. Today I'm going to be doing a project share for a Christmas in July swap that was hosted on a Facebook group that I'm in. I happen to get the administrator of the group, so I kind of went a little bit overboard. Not overboard, just above and beyond. I just know how much work it is to be the administrator of a Facebook group and get all the swaps together and organize everything. So I wanted to do a little something extra for her. So in the swap, we were supposed to do 6 gift tags, 4 bows, 4 bag toppers, 2 rosettes, 2 layered mini banners, 2 clips, a handmade ornament, and a store-bought surprise. So I did all of that, and then I just threw in some extra goodies. So let's get started, and I'll show you what I created. The kit that I used to do the majority of the things with was Snowflake by Crepe Paper. They had a peachy cheap deal last year, and it was like 6 12 by 12 sheets of paper front and back, a package of like little stems that were like evergreens. I'll show you in a minute. They had a like 3-dimensional tag set and a stamp set, and I think that was it. I think that's all it came with. So I pulled a couple different things from Merry Days, just basically another tag kit that I used as ephemera. I pulled in some coordinating fabrics, and then I used just some miscellaneous items from my stash. So I'll get started and I'll kind of explain where everything's from. So the first thing here is these jumbo paper clips. So these were the 2 clips that I did. I had bought in some coordinating fabrics. Like I said, I just got some light greens, dark greens, pink, reds, kind of tied them together. I frayed them up a little bit, and then I attached them to the paper clips, and then I just glued 2 little flowers on there to just kind of cover up the twine. I packaged these really simply. These were like the last things that I did, and I had already packaged away all of my Christmas stuff, so I just kind of took what I had, and I just had this cardstock, so I just backed that with it. This is more of what the collection looks like. I pulled like a basil cardstock in this deeper blue for the bag toppers, and these are the large bag toppers. On this first one, I can show you. I don't want to take this one out just because this was really tight, and I had to kind of finagle it in there with this chipboard snowflake in the back, so I don't want to take it out. But I pulled in some crepe paper thickers, so I used the Peace and the Merry from those. These bells, kind of like cloche looking ones, are from the Snowflake collection, part of the tag collection. This paper is from the Snowflake collection. So is this. So are these 2 layered pieces here. Then I just pulled in, I glued on some sequins. I glued on some little flowers in white. I added some thread, added the gold chipboard snowflake. This little pom-pom trim on the bottom, I just stuck it to the back. This came in a Michael's like $5 grab bag, I want to say maybe a year ago, if not more. I think it was it might have been 2 years ago, might have been 2019, but it was actually for like trim around a graduation cap to decorate it. So I just held on to it just because I thought it was fun, and it had a like sticky back so you could peel it off and stick it. But those are the 2 larger bag toppers. Here's kind of what I did. I tried to keep the bag toppers that I made themselves simple. So this is like a piece, I think from October afternoon. It was another peachy cheap deal. So I just kind of had this wood grain. Then I took, this is a piece from the Snowflake collection. I cut it into a banner shape, kind of just folded down the edge. I added these 2 pieces, which are just from the Merry Days tag collection. And this is that little evergreen piece I was talking about, but isn't it just a cute little addition? And then I just paper clipped it on, and then she can use all of these embellishments, you know, with any future project she has. So that just dresses that up a little bit. The next thing is one of the extra things I did. I made a little embellishment box for her. I used some more of this October afternoon paper back here to back it. Used some thickers. I have some wood veneer Christmas trees that were just in my stash. Some rosettes in pink and red here to layer it up. This is a Merry Days tag that I used. You can't really see it, but there is some snowflake felt trim back here behind everything as well. Open it up, and I've got just a bunch of Christmassy goodies. So this container is just those flowers. I think I got these at Hobby Lobby. There was a ton in a package, and they were all in the green, white, and red, all with a gold center ball. These little cookie cutters I also got at Hobby Lobby last year. These were from a light bulb garland, also from Hobby Lobby. Here's some beads. I think these were from Joann's. These gold stars, not exactly sure where those were from. Here I've just got some little candy charms in there, little peppermints and gumdrops and a little lollipop. These are little deer wood veneers. These were from Hobby Lobby. You know, you can just hot glue those to your project. I think they're really cute. Here's some little gingerbread buttons that I had gotten. Here's two little pins. I think these are from the dollar spot at Target. I'm not 100% sure. This is some Christmas tree like washi tape. It's glittered washi, so I have just rolled up in there. Here is a tassel made with the same beads there. So I'm sharing that with her. And then this is just a little that pipe cleaner. Oh, almost like a bottle brush wreath. There we go. So that is the embellishment box. The rosettes, I went ahead, I tried Amy L's tutorial. I'm gonna link it down below for making these fancy rosettes. I love how they turned out. Look at the dimension on those. And I think you can buy a die for this, but she has her tutorial where you just do it with your scoreboard. They're so cute. And these are papers from the collection. This is what the back looks like. I just put a little heart on each of them. I left them plain for her to decorate. I'm gifting her these inside of this little acetate box. This was a Hobby Lobby clearance deal earlier this year, maybe in the spring, but I just put some shred in there. Just kind of set those in there like that. So then I'll close it up, and I will tie it with some ribbon before I send it off to her in the mail. So it just closes like that. Here are the 6 tags that I did. These were, the base for these were from Michael's, and they were not pre-made, but all the pieces you needed to make shakers. So I picked those up. There were 6 of them in there. I thought they would be a great base. So what I did, it's just this cardstock that you kind of just layer up. I picked a piece of the collection for the back of each one. I did a different one and a kind of a specialized sequin mix for each one too, that matches it. And then I took a tag from the collection and finished it off with that. I also just put some glue, glitter, and some, almost like a shred around the edges to make it glittery. So there's the first one. This one is a little bird on the front, and then that has a kind of a light pink and blue sequin mix in there with the tree background paper. This paper has some flowers and some holly in there. So this one I did more reds and greens in there for the sequin mix. These 2 snowmen are 2 of my favorites. So this has pink and red. So I went pink, red, and gold with that sequin mix. This one was like all winter clothes, so it was kind of fun. It's got mittens and hats and sweaters and things. So that's got a little bit of green and the dark red in it. And then the last one is this houses. So that's got quite a bit of pink and red in there. So these I packaged up the same way that I did the rosettes. Just gonna kind of layer these on top of that shred. For these, I just kind of tucked the twine over there, and then they fit perfectly. So I can just seal this up. And like I said, I'll tie this as well with a ribbon before I ship it out. My handmade ornament, I went with this. This was super easy to make, you guys. I'm going to insert here my inspiration for this. It was like a tag that was made, and I thought it was super cute. So I went out and like I said, I just bought this fabric. And I think that's something that I'm going to start doing more of, is buying the coordinating fabric for different kits when I'm working with it. It just gives another element of texture to it, and I'm all about different textures in my products. So this is a 3-inch ring from Amazon. This cream colored background cotton is just a remnant that was from Joann's. All of these were fabric squares that you can get around the, in my Joann's it's around the border, and it kind of is by like the quilting ones or the quilting fabrics, and I think they were $2.99 and they were 40% off. So I mean, they were very cheap, and you get, you know, a lot of each one. So I just sewed a little triangle shape there, like a tree shape. I just sewed a little bit down here for the trunk. I love how that turned out. I thought that was super cute. So that is her homemade ornament. This I just threw in. This was just something that I made last year. I might go ahead and I think I'm going to tie a pink bow, a kind of a tattered looking bow around there to tie it in. But this is just Epsom salt from Dollar Tree, and then the little tiny bottle brush trees from Dollar Tree. And I just think it's super cute. You can just, you know, set it on your craft table or something while you're crafting in the winter. Let me find, okay, so here I have 4 banners. I think we only needed to make 2, but I went ahead and I made 4. I made 2 large and 2 small. These are my small ones. I did a straw through the top and then a little pom-pom on each side of it, and just layered up some pieces from the collection. The bottom pieces are the Snowflake collection. This tag is from the Snowflake collection. This one is from Merry Days. These gold pieces are again just from the Thickers collection. For this background, I just used vellum. In fact, I used vellum on most of the background pieces. And then I put some of the washi from the collection in here as well. Oh, that was one other thing came with it. Came with washi. Yeah, so I stitched around each of those. Did an outline stitch. These were super easy. I love how layered and cute they are. This one I packaged it a little bit fancier. I did, again, the fold over bag topper. I added a doily, and then just these ephemera pieces that are actually tags from the Merry Days collection. Added another one of these little evergreen pieces and the gold paper clip. And these are the larger flags that I did. So this one is just layered up goodness again. Used a snowflake die to punch this out from the paper from the Snowflake collection. The bottom is Snowflake collection. These little flags here were little tiny tags from the Merry Days collection. So I cut those out and made them into banners. The Snowflake was part of the Merry Days collection. This house was also part of Merry Days. For this one, I think almost everything on here was Merry Days except for the background pieces. The Snowflake was from the Snowflake collection, and this background piece is the car with the tree on top of the roof. But I layered up the ephemera pieces so they're nice and chunky. And I love how those turned out. Actually, I think I can get these out. These are pretty easy to get back inside. But this, I just reused some paper. So yeah, that's how that one looks. I really like how the layers look on that one. But I reused some packaging, I think from the, one of the collections that I had. I don't know if it was Merry Days or if it was, it might have just been the Merry Days collection, actually. So I like how it's double layered like that, so you can see both. Here are the bows that I created, again, using paper from the collection. I really did use almost all of these 6 double-sided pieces for all of this. The pieces that I have left, I think, are just like little strips and banner pieces that I can make into embellishment clusters. And I'll probably do that closer to Christmas. But I did gold for the background of each of these. I die cut the bows, and then I wrapped the centers each with a different color of embroidery floss. So you can see those. I love how those turned out. Here's just a little extra that I made for her. Just have it. Did I staple this? Yeah. That's okay. I'll be able to get it back together. I stapled this little thing on the front here, so it kind of went through, but that's all right. So I just made her a little personalized pin, just with the colors from the collection. I did like a Starbucks cup there with a green stars, a fuzzy red charm, and then just the Heishi beads on the side here in pink, white, red, and green, and then her name. So I thought that turned out really cute. And that fits perfectly in this little baggie. See if I can get that all back in like how I had it. There we go. Fold it over and tape it back up. And like I said, I just used a little white bag for that and then just stapled on a little ephemera piece there. Here are the other two bag toppers. These are a smaller style bag topper. I did the same thing here. I layered pieces from the Merry Days ephemera or tag collection, the little evergreen piece, and the gold paper clip. These are just layered different pieces. I have a little sticker there and there, a little gumdrop and a little peppermint sticker. This little piece here and this little piece were mixed up. I have a mixed bag of ephemera. That one is a Doodlebug collection, one is a Bella Boulevard. They kind of go together, so I just have it all put together in my Christmas stash. So I just pulled those from there. This is just a wood veneer, or not even wood veneer. It's a pretty thick wood snowflake piece. This star is from the Merry Days collection, and I layered the evergreen boughs behind each one. So those are two small tags. I created this little sequin mix for her, and I put it in this candy shape. I did put little washi tape on each side. I think I'm gonna keep this out, and I will tie this bow with pieces of that fabric as well. So I'll keep these two out. Another homemade piece here. I made her a memory decks card. This one I kept a little more whimsical. I did use pieces from the collection. I used a sequin mix that I created. This is just a piece either from Target Dollar Spot or from Dollar Tree. I don't remember. It's got a sticky back on it though. These pieces are from that Doodlebug and Bella Boulevard collection. This is a snow globe die that I have. This paper is like I think it's an October afternoon paper that I got, and I just coordinated the bag topper with it. Since this was a little more whimsical, I did pull in just a piece of the ephemera from that collection here, but then just kept it the same as far as, layering a banner, putting the bow in there, and keeping the gold paper clip there. The last homemade piece that I have is I actually made my first pokey tool, and I love how this turned out. For those of you who have made this, I did not use any glue. I just stuck everything on there. My beads were pretty tight. My spacers were actually really tight. And then I'm keeping it all held on by this piece that comes with it, this little rubber piece. So if you think that I need to add glue, let me know. But otherwise, I think it's holding together really well. I put together a little Heishi bead stack here. I added a little sugared gumdrop. There's a little Christmas tree charm, a little snowflake charm. These are both from Arizona when I was on vacation with my daughter, and I did the haul with her friends. That was a cute haul. These little star beads on there. So yeah, I love how that turned out. I love how it coordinates with the collection. And for this one, I just put it in this skinny kind of bag, and I wanted the charms to show. I'm trying to get the Christmas tree to point to the front. So I'll fix that before I send it. And then last, I'm just including some goodies for her. I have a Sizzix die that I picked up on clearance at Hobby Lobby. I have some Jolie's Boutique Mason Jar Snow Globe stickers. Those are so cute. They're all dimensional. I have some Merry Christmas rub-ons here. This was from one of the October afternoon Peachy Cheap kits. I've got these gemstone Christmas trees here. And I'm including, just because I'm not much of a stamper, I'm including this stamp set from Snowflake. So that is it. I can't wait to package this all up. I'm hoping that it's just gonna fit in this, this size postal box. And then I'm gonna get this off in the mail to her. I hope she loves it. I had so much fun making it. I'm ready to take back my desk though. It was covered in Christmas and it was a disaster. So like I said, I'm gonna package this all up, get it out in the mail to her, and thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions on where I got anything, or if I didn't explain something, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Talk to you later. Bye.